My child, there's something I need to share with you, something so serious that it changed everything just half an hour ago. Your son made a decision that wasn't a simple mistake. It wasn't an accident or a misunderstanding. It was a conscious choice, and the consequences of that choice are already unfolding. I'm telling you this not to frighten you, but because you have a right to know the truth, even when it hurts. What he did can't be undone, and the price for this choice will be heavy. This isn't a little misstep. It's not something that can be brushed off or hidden away. What he did was deliberate. He made a decision with full understanding of what he was choosing. And now, that decision will impact his life in ways that can't be avoided. There's no way to mask it, no way to run from it. No matter how deeply it's buried or how tightly anyone tries to hold the truth back, it will surface. It already is, and it demands to be faced. I know your heart is spinning with questions. What did he do? Why is it so serious, and why can't it be fixed? I understand that ache inside you, the confusion and sorrow. But I need you to hear me, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Because the truth I'm about to reveal will shift your entire view. This was not just a poor decision. It was a rejection of something holy, something sacred. And the consequences are already in motion. Your son will have to face them. And so will you, because love ties your hearts together. Even if I could look at this and say, let's forgive and move on, I wouldn't. And it's not because I lack mercy. It's because of what I saw, what I know. Some things must be faced fully to be healed completely. Some choices carry weight that words alone can't lift. This isn't about punishment. It's about understanding what was truly lost, and why it matters. But hear me when I say this, though I cannot ignore what he did, I do not cast him away. Though the path ahead will be painful, I do not abandon him. Redemption is still possible. Hope still exists, but it must come through truth, through consequence, through the fire that refines. I know how painful it is to see someone you love fall so far. But the truth is, the fallout has already begun, and it won't be easy. This moment has shifted everything. Nothing will be the same. I ask you to stay close to me now. Let your heart stay open, because the journey ahead requires it. What you learn next will not only change how you see your son, but how you move forward from here. And I need you to be ready. What comes next isn't about blame, it's about clarity, healing, and a deeper purpose. Before I show you exactly what your son did and what awaits him because of it, I want you to understand my heart. I know how this message might sound. It might feel like I'm speaking with judgment or anger. But listen closely. What I feel isn't rage. It's sorrow. Deep sorrow. I'm not lashing out. I'm grieving. You may think I'm upset with your son. But before he was yours, he was mine. I formed him. I gave him his breath. I wrote his days before he took his first step. I created him not for ruin, but for purpose, for life filled with light and direction. I didn't shape him for destruction. I made him for greatness. And that's what makes this so painful. I'm not pretending this didn't happen. I'm not covering it up. I don't speak in lies or soft illusions. What your son has done is real. It carries a weight that can't be denied. The consequences are set in motion already. This is not something I can make disappear for your comfort. If I love you, and him, I must tell the truth. I must let the consequences unfold, not to destroy him, but to wake him. To bring him to a deeper truth. And now, your heart is bracing for what's next. You're wondering, what was it that he did? What cost will he bear? It's coming, and it will shake you. But I'm still here. So take a breath, hold on to me. Because once the truth is spoken, it will shape everything. Just 30 minutes ago, your son stood at a crossroads, a place I had brought him to, carefully, purposefully. I had prepared a divine moment just for him. I placed a blessing in his path, something powerful that would have changed everything for the better. It was a gift, a breakthrough, but instead of walking through the door I opened, he turned away. And not out of ignorance or confusion, but by choice. He knew what it was. He saw the value. He even felt the tug of my spirit, warning him, guiding him, urging him to choose rightly. But he ignored that voice. He didn't struggle with temptation, he welcomed it. He made his decision not out of weakness, but out of full awareness. He chose what was easy, what was comfortable, what was familiar. He didn't lose the blessing by accident. He crushed it. He shut the door I had opened with my own hands. He silenced the whisper I sent into his heart. He betrayed the very thing I had offered him freely. He knew, and he chose another way. What breaks my heart the most is that he was standing on the edge of something extraordinary. One more step, and he would have stepped into a miracle. A life-altering blessing. But when the test came, he didn't rise to meet it. He didn't cry out or stand firm. He stayed quiet. He let it slip away. And because of that, the blessing I was about to release has now been paused. My favor is not gone from him. I haven't withdrawn my love. But I cannot pour out favor on top of disobedience. I cannot move forward with someone who chooses rebellion while knowing the truth. My child, I'm not angry with him. I haven't abandoned him. But this blessing must wait now. It waits, not because it's lost forever, but because something inside him must shift first. He must see what he did. He must feel the weight of it. Only then will he be ready for the blessing to return. It still hovers over his life. It is not dead. It is simply delayed. Even in this moment of brokenness, I am still the God who restores. What was damaged, I can heal. What was shattered, I can rebuild. But the road ahead begins with truth, with facing the choice he made, with enduring the consequences that follow. The story isn't over, my child. There is still a way back. But it won't come through denial or avoidance. It will come through awakening. And now I ask you, will you walk with me through this? Will you trust me, even when the truth cuts deep? Will you believe that I can bring good out of this pain? Because I can, I will. But it begins here, in this moment of reckoning. Stay close. Keep your heart open. The path to restoration is beginning, and your faith is part of the healing. My beloved child, listen closely to my voice. I am not speaking in anger. I am not shouting or rebuking in rage. I am whispering from a heart full of sorrow and deep love. I need you to understand this clearly. I am the one who formed your son in the secret place. I am the breath in his lungs, the heartbeat in his chest. I gave him life, not to see him wander aimlessly or chase empty pleasures, but to walk with purpose, in strength, and in the light of the path I laid out for him long ago. But when he chose what was easy, when he reached for comfort instead of his calling, when he allowed temptation to cloud his vision and trade his inheritance for what does not last, it didn't just break a rule, it broke my heart. Not because he wounded me, but because I saw the life he was meant to live slipping through his fingers. I saw the blessing just ahead of him, the breakthrough so close, and I watched as he turned away. What he thought would satisfy him will never bring peace. And still, I see him. I see his tears. I see the emptiness in his eyes, the silent cries in the dark. And I see yours too. Your prayers carry weight in heaven. The questions that echo in your heart, I hear them all. Will he find his way back? Is it too late? My child, the answer is written in my word, and my word is truth. I am close to the brokenhearted. I save those whose spirits are crushed. No mistake, no wrong turn, no failure is too far from my reach. Yes, he gave up something sacred. But if he turns back to me, if he lets go of the thing that bound him, if he calls out to me in truth, I will answer. I will not erase the lessons, because growth comes through learning, but I will restore the future he thought he lost. I will redeem the time. I will rebuild the broken places. I will do what seems impossible, because I am the God who restores. So trust me. Believe that hope is still alive. This is not the end of your son's story. And it's not the end of yours either. What blocked his path may seem like a permanent wall, but I can break through anything. That one decision he made, that single moment of weakness, is not the final word over his life. What's standing in his way can be moved. What's holding him back can be torn down. And child, what I am about to reveal is not just about him. It's also about you, because the way you pray is about to change. This isn't just about a prodigal son. It's about a parent who stands in the gap. It's about someone I chose, someone I anointed, someone I raised up to be a spiritual warrior for their family, and that someone is you. I called you, just like I called Moses, to stand between heaven and earth. Just like I heard Abraham's prayers for Lot, just like I saw the tears of the widow crying for her child, I see you now. I hear you, and I have chosen you to intercede with boldness and faith. Lift your voice. Cry out not in fear but in faith. When you pray with humility, my mercy will flood in like a river. My mercy changes endings. It restores broken dreams. It rebuilds shattered lives. What your son let go of in his weakness, I can return in my strength. What he broke, I can fix. But child, this moment matters. Time is moving. There is a window of grace opening. It is wide now, but it won't remain open forever. Destiny is still possible, but it needs your response. Don't delay. Don't drift. Stay close to me. Listen to my voice. This moment is not a warning alone, it's an invitation. A holy door has been placed in front of you. If you step through it with your whole heart, things will shift, tonight, not someday. Now, not later. I am calling you to rise, to take your place as the one who stands and refuses to give up. And hear me, your faith is doing more than you realize. On the days when you feel invisible, when it seems like your voice echoes into nothing, know this, someone is watching. Someone sees your strength. Someone sees your quiet trust, your faithful love, your courage through pain. Because of your example, someone else is holding on. Someone is finding hope again. Someone is beginning to believe. Your faith is a light in the darkness. Your life is a whisper of my love in a noisy world. You may not see the full picture now, but one day, when you stand before me, I will show you. I will reveal the lives you touched, the souls that were saved, the hearts that were healed, because you chose to love, to stay faithful, to keep walking. You will weep with joy when you see how much your life mattered. You will know your pain was not wasted. You will see the impact of every choice to believe when it was hardest to do so. So do not stop now. Keep going. Keep shining. Keep praying. I am using you in ways you can't even imagine. Your story is part of something far greater than you know. And child, about those doors that closed, yes, I know they hurt. I know you had dreams tied to those places. But I need you to understand, when I close a door, it is not rejection. It is protection. I saw the traps hidden behind that opportunity. I saw the deception, the betrayal, the heartbreak waiting for you. And in my love, I stepped in. I closed the door not to punish you but to shield you. But for every door I close, I open another. And when I open a door, no one can shut it. Not fear, not failure, not the enemy, not the voices that say you're not enough. What I am opening now is beyond what you've dreamed. It's not just a new opportunity, it's the one I prepared specifically for you. A place where your purpose will shine. A path where your gifts will flourish. A future where your name is already known, whispered in places you haven't yet stepped into. So trust me. Keep walking. Keep hoping. What's ahead of you is not ordinary. It's drenched in my favor. It's rich with meaning, purpose, and blessing. I am making the way clear. I am aligning hearts and unlocking doors. I am rearranging things behind the scenes just for you. This is not just another season. This is your appointed time. You will meet people who are divinely placed to help you rise. You will encounter breakthroughs that will change the course of your life. You are walking into moments that will define your destiny. So step forward in faith. Even when it feels uncertain, step anyway. I go before you. I walk beside you. I am your rear guard. You will not be alone. You will not be lost. You will not be abandoned. With me, all things are possible. What seems too broken, I can mend. What seems too far, I can bring near. What seems too late, I can redeem. This story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. Now take my hand. Let your heart be still and your spirit be bold. You are chosen. You are loved. And you are exactly where you need to be. For I, the Lord your God, am with you, now and forever. Amen. If you'd like to show your support, you can give super thanks up to $30.